waiting by the river here for John Hampton with our machine. Pretty nice spot to sit, really. I wish I didn't have to go to work. Can you make this turn? It's like a parade up here. You got lights, you got a float in the back. You got four-wheel drive today?
I do.
So there's a section that switchbacks left and right pretty hard. I don't know if you have to get out to lock the hubs or anything. Okay, no. Just want to get you ready. And then we'll probably unload before.
You always get me in these situations.
Well. Good name for it.
Terrible welder, but I've been working on this.
I got it. This right here is the extra safety parking brake, because if you put it in park, usually it's just the back wheels, and that actually locks the front and the back wheels, so you don't.
And the trailer.
And the and the trailer brake. See, this guy's got it going on.
Yo, E, you got the keys, man? I'll get going, starting digging.
No thanks. Got myself some self-rising flour.
Why?
We're gonna mark out the excavation with this flour and make white lines. It's very visible. Since you guys set up this perfect time lapse, I think it's gonna look really cool. What we're gonna do is mark the inside and the outside for this 2-foot bucket so that the block work is centered on our footing when it's done. And so we're going 8 inches out, 16 inches in, and then we'll just start digging and see how it goes.
Wow. How are we gonna put that down?
Shake it.
Oh, we got a special technique.
Yeah. You know this technique?
Oh yeah.
You know the flour?
Yeah. Yeah. We used to do this for my dad. We always use multi-purpose flour though. I don't know how the.
It was all purpose.
All purpose. Yeah. All purpose.
What do you got?
This is self-rising.
Self-rising.
So I hope it'll
That's
work.
not what you use. Look at the wind though. It's gonna be blowing everywhere.
No.
Really
It's gonna look like Christmas up here.
It's gonna be great.
All right, I just need a tape measure and we'll be ready to roll.
Since it's a new job, you get a new tape.
Oh!
I just took one from you the other
Or
day.
you get another one. You get a new tape.
Sweet!
Jono, you get a new tape.
Wow.
Not only that, Jason, you get to use this today. All right. I know we got the machine and everything, but
Come
I
on,
think
bro.
this is good for you. That'd be good for you. So
Job security
also,
right there.
since
Better than
it's
Christmas.
a new job, we had somebody that actually wanted to hook us up with some more hot sauce here from Drew. And so we got the 64 ounce
Come on.
hot sauce. We got
That was a
another
can of
one here.
oil.
And no, it's hot sauce.
Like there's no
And
chainsaws
look at
here.
this. We even got these little dispenser bottles.
What?
So
That's
Well,
exciting.
that was awesome. Thank
I mean,
you, Drew.
it's almost winter time, so we got to stay warm during the winter.
Dude, I'll just shoot that straight.
Jamie said that's just a prop. He needs to tape back. He's going to return them.
Yeah, whatever, bro. I already gave you mine back.
We could? Yeah. So it's actually 22 with the teeth is 24.
That way you can just drip.
So if you're going to do this for yourself, you could pull a string line, directly under where you're going to mark it. I'm just going to measure out and we're going to mark both sides. That's a pro tip, so that when you're digging, if one side just gets kind of chunked up or the tracks mess it up from you moving around with the machine, you still got one side left, because this string line's going away. It's directly where we're digging. It's not going to be there anymore.
I got an idea. Oh, it's not gonna be big enough though. We could take that hot sauce dispenser and cut the tip off, and you just take it in the bottom and just squeeze it out.
Now, this is good. This is how I've always done it.
Okay, it looks like it works.
Yeah. This is way cheaper than marking paint too, by the way.
Yeah, what's that cost?
It was like less than $2.
Genius, saving money all over the place.
We're looking at the ground here. This is what I'm worried about, and that's why we're starting earlier than we need to. We can probably dig this. Well, I hope we can dig it, or else we can't really build a house here. But it might really take a long time. Like, I mean, we might just be removing centimeters at a time with the bucket instead of full scoopfuls. So,
and I think too, what happens if you get big rocks like that is that your trench gets wider than normal.
That's right.
And sometimes you have to form it up or do other things so that you're not wasting concrete.
Yeah, you could dig a trench 6 feet wide just because the veining of the rock just chunks out way each side. So, yeah, I hope it works out. Here's a really good tip for you if you're new at doing this. We've got these pins in the ground. Don't necessarily mean it's the center of the footing. This is a deck post right here going up to support this deck. That's the front of the deck, and it's actually the corner of this post. So I'm gonna mark the post actually goes right there. So if you don't take into account the offset of this post and you dig this, you could very well dig the footing kind of off center, and when you go to put your post on it, it's not in the right place. Wow, I got it. We're setting up our laser level here because we need to dig the bottom of these footings exactly flat and exactly at the same height. And it's gonna be deeper in places because grade varies here. So we're gonna find out how much it varies, number one, and then we're gonna find a number, like an elevation that we wanna go with, like a benchmark for the bottom of our footings. And the location of this laser, ideally you'd put it in the middle of the foundation, because if there was any amount it was off, it would be equally off in each direction. But in a minute, we're gonna have a septic tank truck come through here, and this might be in the way. I don't wanna have to reset it, so we're gonna set it off to the side. We're gonna find the low corner of this foundation, and we're gonna make that our reference corner. We're gonna dig 1 foot down from our lowest point on this. That's the code here for frost line, is that your footing is at least 1 foot below grade, and that will make it more than 1 foot below grade everywhere except the low point. So I'm basically gonna go around to each corner, and I'm gonna make a mark on my grade stick. There, that's that corner.
The other one, Eric?
There's that corner, and that is about 8 inches lower than that corner, even though it looks flat. And we've checked the other 2 corners. We know that that's the low corner. So what we're gonna do is actually move this reader a foot up the stick from our low point reading, and that will make the stick go down a foot further in the ground before it reads level with that laser again. And it'll give us 1 foot below grade in this lowest point, more than 1 foot below grade everywhere else. That's pretty simple. Clamp it on there and we'll start digging. We're gonna be here all day just for this one spot.
John and I get paid by the hour, so to us it doesn't really matter.
We're gonna try a little switcheroonie on the direction here because the rock is not digging at all. And sometimes you can switch directions and the rock will tear out better. So we're gonna try that.
Having to go back and forth with the bucket trying to get under this rock, and it's just kind of like chiseling it more than digging it.
You're not done digging over there, bro.
My brains are rattled. I got a serious headache. We're gonna sort of give up on that for a minute, because if the rest of this whole back line is like that, this is not gonna work. We're gonna have to get a jackhammer or a hydraulic hammer for this thing. So I'm gonna see what this is like. If that's the only spot like that, we'll just deal with it. It's just gonna take a while, but we're gonna feel out the rest. You can see here, Jono's shooting the bottom of the grade here and telling me if I need to go down, which is everywhere. I need to keep going down. Another thing with this rock is that it's kind of guiding the teeth in the direction of the rock grains.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to keep this ditch running straight like I want it, which I really want it straight so that our block doesn't like run off the footing somewhere. So that's another thing we're battling here.
Yeah, what he
What do you
said.
think?
It has a lot to do with the grain.
Good, you look good, bud.
What I'm trying to do here is use this pickaxe to exploit the rock's weakness. And the weakness is in the direction of the grain. And you can see if I get in it right here, I can actually get pieces of it to break out pretty easy by hand. Even though that might seem crazy, it's actually working. And I can use what I'm learning here. Look at that piece that just came out. I can use what I'm learning here with a pick to help Eric decide which direction and how to dig this rock to get it out the easiest and the fastest.
That was the least amount of fun I've ever had on an excavator. We've got this one done, and that one, it's got a curve to it. Then that's what I was talking about. The rock just kept pulling the teeth, so we're gonna have to cut that back straight. Is it as painful watching me dig that as it is actually doing it? Like super slow.
Worse, man.
I know what you're thinking. Like, hurry up, just dig it.
Grab a bucket and go in the rock, please, for the love of God, go in the rock.
It's painful. I've got the thing just like maxed out. I'm just nothing, and then I gotta let up till it'll
It's
every
like
time.
a little kid's tractor or something.
What's really crazy was we're digging out solid rock to put concrete in there.
What'd I say, bro? I said the same thing. I said, why are we taking out one hard surface and put a second one in?
That's what you gotta do. You can't lay block like right on the ground. I mean, you could, but it won't pass code.
On this you could.
Yeah.
Dude, we're in Bryson City, bro. No one's gonna look at it.
That's for the septic tank. Well, it just goes to show you how quick it goes from hard to really soft, and that's why we don't want the house on that stuff.
We've been digging for about 8 hours already. We got about 40 foot done. And it's raining outside. And cold. I told you, bro, that was the move right there. You had it. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we got a little way to go.
Whoa!
Stop it!
Deep driver?
Build your house out here?
So, I gotta dig that hole out down there.
Have you seen that movie Holes?
No.
Have you seen that?
But I'm thinking this is gonna be too long. So what if I just cut the handle down like there and had a smaller shovel to work with when I'm down there?
Yeah. You break it, you buy it, bud. That'll do. That'll be your shovel from now on. Dig faster!
Yo, Jay, how deep is that hole, buddy? Are you in there?
Yep. Jason's getting this hole cleaned out. And he's making sure the bottom is completely flat and that the edges are all cut out nice and square and not tapered or anything like that, so that the bottom of our footer nice and level and it will bear the most weight without wanting to slide or something sideways.
Stop. Nope, it's still going. Tim's been digging. This place has 2 tanks, One is a regular septic tank, and
Okay.
the second one's a regular septic tank, except it's got a grinder and a pump, and it's gonna pump to the leach field, which is way on the other side of our trucks and uphill from here. So there was barely enough room to do this. I mean, this is fitting, but the code is minimum 5 feet from the house, and this one's like 7 feet from corner to corner. So
We also had a hard time getting the tank deep enough.
yeah.
You know,
'cause
he
it's
actually bottomed out and said, I can't dig it any deeper. And that's as low as it can go. We have right at enough fall for the drain line coming out of the house to get to the tank. When they set the tank,
Yeah, let's talk about that.
okay,
Yeah. When they set the tank, it has an inlet, and it's at a certain height on the tank, and it has to be 4 or 5 inches lower than, say, the bottom of our footing, because that's where our sewer line's going to run out. We don't want to have to put a pump in the house to pump it to the tank,
my gosh,
to
no.
pump it to the leach field. So we have to make sure, and we're going to shoot it with a laser to make sure that the inlet is lower by 4 or 5 inches than the bottom of our footing to the first tank.
there you go.
You have to set these tanks on solid ground. Can't set them on fill dirt, and no matter what people in whatever that county was say. What county was it? I'm not even gonna say what county.
I'm not saying it. I'm not
Okay,
going to say it.
So we did shoot the inlet versus the grade at this end of the house where the sewer sleeve is going to go through to see at what height in our footing we need to put that sewer sleeve. And it turns out we need the top of the sewer sleeve just below grade. And that'll give us the fall we need from there to here. We couldn't drop this anymore, right?
No.
It's solid rock. So that's what we're going to do. And now we know if we wouldn't have checked that and we just put our sewer sleeve where we usually do, like at the bottom of the footing or below the footing,
Wah, wah,
guess
wah.
what? It would be uphill from the house to here, and guess what? Doesn't flow uphill, does it?
No, it does not.
Never does. Never will,
Nope.
unless you got a pump.
Unless you got a pump. You know what's crazy now?
What?
Is that now I'm a stairmaster, I'm a cabinet maker, now I'm a freaking septic master. Man,
All right, I don't think so.
my resume is getting huge.
Milling machine guy.
Milling machine guy. Forgot about that. Painter. I'm a painter.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not painter.
Check it out. We all got in the True Work catalog.
Really?
Yeah. Check it out.
Hey, look at you, bro.
Yeah.
Looking good. Looking good.
Yeah. There's Ray.
Ray Jones. Look at that. Look at that little shot he's got. He's doesn't even have a full page. Let's see. Where am I at?
There you are.
Wait. What is that? I'm blurred. I'm even blurred. Come on, bro. Jones gets that thing and I get blurred. Ray didn't even do his homework. We were supposed to send in this ambassador thing and talk about us. I had all this stuff down. He didn't even do it. And he gets a spot in there and I get blurred out.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm back in my home office here, which happens to be my bedroom. That's where my computer is, and it's low overhead. So as you know, being a contractor is more than just building a house out on the site. There's a lot of stuff you have to do, paperwork and such to get it done. Today's an exciting day because on our contract, I said that we can get our first draw the day we break ground, which was yesterday. So today I'm gonna get on my House Pro software. I'm gonna send the client an invoice and they can either pay me through an ACH payment, which is a bank transfer, and I can get paid in 2 to 3 business days, and it's also trackable. So that's a great thing that we're using this software. The House Pro's invoicing feature also allows me to attach some images, so I'm gonna do that to make sure that the client can see for themselves that we are where we say we are on the project, and they won't have any problem with paying us. This invoice will show up in their client dashboard, and it'll also get to them as an email just as a backup. So they're gonna get this 2 ways, and I'm really excited to send something professional. That's been something I've struggled with as a contractor over the years. So just a side note, if they don't pay by credit card or do a direct deposit and they just send me a check, there is a way to log that deposit so I can show that it's paid in my software and I don't keep looking for that payment. Thanks again to Howes Pro for working with us on this project, and thanks for building with us. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. We will see you on the next one.